Hello students, in this video we are going to learn about what is the timing signal and what are the clock cycles. Okay, so as I told you that timing signal is very much important in case of the proper working of each and every block of microprocessor based system. Okay, so in this video I will show you how the clock cycles are counted for the execution of a single instruction. Okay, so, what is clock signal, which is also known as a timing signal? Okay, so it is nothing but a square wave. It's nothing but a square wave. Okay, so let me draw the square wave here. So, all of you must have seen this type of signal when you are performing the practicals in the laboratory on CRO, right? So, this is the square wave. So in this case, this portion of the signal is known as on time period. Okay, for which we can consider here to represent the binary patterns. This level is called as or represented as a binary 0, and this level is represented as binary 1. Okay, so this particular portion is called as on time of the signal, and this is called as off time, because from this to this the signal is at 0 level. Okay, so at low level we can say that. So this is representing the off time here. Okay, fine. So what is the complete cycle? When you are going to consider together the on time period plus off time period, so this is what the total time period. So time period of a signal, so this is represented as t. It will be equal to t on plus t off. Okay, so from this point to this point, this is called as the lambda. Okay, and when you are going to multiply, that is the wavelength, and when you are going to multiply with the small t, then it will give you the capital T, that is the time period of the signal. So when you are measuring the frequency on CRO, we'll calculate the time period as lambda into T. Okay, so what is lambda? This is the wavelength, that is the number of divisions which comes between this duration. Okay, on plus off time. So during this time, how many divisions will come on CRO, that is called as lambda. And small t, what we are taking here, the small t is the time per division norm, the value of time per division norm. Okay, so on CRO we are measuring the time period with the help of this formula. So frequency of the signal will be calculated as, or it is nothing but the reciprocal of time period, and the unit is hertz. Here we are representing in seconds. So this formula, all you know how to measure the frequency of such signal on CRO. So in this case, such type of square wave is used as the clock cycle. Okay, so in case of 8085, the frequency of this clock signal will be equal to 5 megahertz. Okay, and this particular, so one clock cycle. So let me show a single cycle here, which is the combination of T on plus T off. Okay, so this is called as a single T state. So in case of processor, we are calling it as a T state. So this is called as T state. Okay, so how many T states are utilized to execute the part of instruction is called as a machine cycle. So machine cycles may utilize more than one T state. Okay, so machine cycle may utilize more than one T state, and if we are combining such machine cycle, so some instructions may require a single machine cycle, or they may require two machine cycles or three machine cycles. So when all together we are going to combine, all the machine cycles are combined, which are utilized by the processor to execute a complete instruction, are called as instruction cycles. Sorry, all called as instruction cycle. Okay, So machine cycle is comprises of T states, whereas instruction cycle is the combination of multiple machine cycles. Okay, multiple machine cycles.